Hey guys, so in my recent progress video, I asked you guys if you still wanted me to do the interview with Suomi, even though he didn't have voice chat, so it would just be like via PM or friends chat. And all of you pretty much said yes, so don't get mad at me if this video is a little bit boring. It's just me asking so many questions while fletching broad arrows. However, I did go through the liberty of recording voice over the questions, so I'll narrate the questions being asked and his answers and whatnot, so you do not have to watch the screen and look at all of the chat to see what he says. I'll narrate over it for you guys. I hope you all enjoy, and yeah. Alright guys, so here goes the interview with my good old buddy Suomi, who I have known for quite a few years. Anyways, how long you've been playing the Scapes? He said since 2002, almost 10 years. Then I asked him, when did you start going hardcore? He said he didn't have much time to play back when he started though. He started going hardcore after he finished school, which was about 3 years ago. So then I asked him if he would mind telling us how old he is. And he said he's 21. So I wonder how many of you guys actually guessed that right on his age, because I know a lot of people were speculating on how old he is. So if you guessed it right, go ahead and post it as a comment below. I'd love to see how many people actually guessed it right. Anyways, the next question I asked for him was, how many hours a day would you say that you play average, or does it just depend on the day? And Suomi said he's skilling right now, obviously, so sometimes it takes a few seconds to type back. But he says it varies a lot. It's hard to say. Mainly 10 to 15 hours a day. And that rhymed. LOL. He's a rapper. Alright, so I said very nice. How about your adventure log time? And he said it could also be sometimes less and sometimes more that he plays. So I asked if he could tell us his adventure log time. He said it's about 920 or 915 days at the moment, and he can give us a screenshot of it. So I'll throw a screenshot in there right now. So here's Suomi's adventure log: 914 days and 14 hours. Gender male. Alright, and I said I'll add that in there after the vid. However, I'm obviously adding the audio after the vid as well, which you are hearing right now. So yeah. Anyways, so that was his adventure log time. I wonder how many of you guessed that right. If you guessed that right, post that as a comment as well. Alright, so I asked him, what's your goal in Runescape? He says, 200 mil in all skills, trying to complete the game in a way. And I said, woot woot, it's about time we're going to have a permanent rank 1. Which is true, because if he gets 200 mil all, then nobody can pass him in XP until they release a new skill. But they might be done releasing new skills eventually, so who knows. Anyways, Suomi for perm rank 1. I asked him, 200 mils, all skills, must cost a buttload. What's your view on donations? He says, well, it's a big goal, so of course help would be appreciated, but, and that is true, it is a really big goal, and it does cost bills and bills and bills and bills. He says, but, of course, it's up to people if they want to help or not, which is, fair enough, because, it'd be kind of stupid for him not to accept it. He's working on a goal that takes him years and years and years and years. Of course, he accepts donations if that wants to take a little bit of time off there. And I asked, if just in case then, if somebody wanted to donate, how would they get a hold of you, and what's the minimum you'd accept? Suomi says they can PM me on Runescape or YouTube if I'm not answering. He's getting tons of PMs nowadays, so I'll link his YouTube in the description as well. He doesn't post a lot of videos, but it's still nice for him to have a YouTube, because it's an easy way to get a hold of him if you can't get a hold of him in game. And for those of you who don't know how to spell his name in game, it's S space U space O space M space I, and that's a lot of confusing. It took me a long ass time to get used to spelling it like that with the spaces and memorize them. Anyways, he says, yeah, thanks, that causes confusion sometimes, especially when you couldn't right click add people who don't know how to people didn't know how to PM me back, lol. Haha, yeah. Is there a minimum you accept, by the way? And he says, it's hard to say. I feel a bit rude to say how much I would be willing to accept for free, but I guess 1 mil is the minimum. And that's totally understandable, because he's hardcore scaling 24/7, or well, whenever he's on. So, yeah. But if you're having money problems, don't worry about it, and I think that's really cool of him to say. So of course, yeah, accepts donations and whatnot, but if you have money problems, that's nice of him. Alright, so more questions now. I asked, have you ever botted or shared accounts? And we can dispel the rumor of 5 people working on one account, like some people claim every single person in rank 1 does, even though I obviously can't, because Jagex keeps such a close eye on all of them. He says, of course not. Even though I accept donations, I want to gain all the experience myself. It would be kind of pointless to even play otherwise. And I said, great, and that's awesome to have a rank 1 who really thinks like that, and we can trust. I've known Suomi for years, and he's always had that kind of attitude toward the game and really enjoyed playing it himself and everything. So I'm definitely glad to have him as a rank 1. He's such a really cool and nice guy. I asked, do you have a favorite skill? He says, it's not that special though. It's very hard to say. I enjoy all skills, but I would say agility because it's easy to perfect, but I enjoyed Slayer a lot too. Cool. What about any skills that you hate doing? I figured it'd be a good question to ask if he has a favorite skill, and then ask him if there's a skill that he absolutely hates. And it actually just turns out that one of the skills he doesn't really enjoy doing that much is one of the skills I'd say most people don't like doing that much because it's just a pain in the ass with all that clicking. As you'll see in a second from his answer, he doesn't really enjoy doing construction because, it is pressing buttons and non-stop clicking with mouse keys. Luckily, it didn't take him that long to get 200 mil in it, so he wouldn't really say that he hated it, but I definitely gotta agree with him that it's not really that fun of a skill, but it was nice that it was able to get over fast. I asked him what country is he from, or in what country you reppin' in slang terms, and I think this is pretty cool. He's from Finland. Suomi is actually a Finnish word, and it means Finland, so that's pretty kick-ass. His name means his place, so I'd be like, my name was America, or I don't know, just something cool like that, wherever you're from, if that was your name. So I think that's pretty cool that he did that. And what do you like to do outside the RuneScapes? Personally, I wish I liked to do all the things that he likes to do, because I would be in a lot better shape if I enjoyed doing the same things he likes to do, as you'll see in a second. I wonder how many of you actually guessed this right, what he likes to do outside Escape. If you did, post it as a comment. Lots of things. He likes to ski, swim, cycle, running, hanging out with friends, and he enjoys nature a lot too. I can ski across the kitchen floor, and I can run to the fridge and to the couch, but that's about it. That's what I'm saying for me. Suomi enjoys to do all those freaking things. I wish I enjoyed exercising, but oh well. He enjoys nature a lot too, but nothing special really. I said, awesome, Mr. Triathlon, LOL. He said, not really. I asked him, do you have any regrets on the RuneScape? He says, nope, but I wish Jagex didn't change the game like they did. And I said, yeah, that's the sentiment of a lot of people these days. A lot of people don't seem to like some of the updates Jagex are doing. But, oh well. Now I'm asking him, is there any specific friends chats you like to hang in or just hop around? He used to hang out in my friends chat all the time, but you'll see his answer here in a second why he doesn't really like to hang out in a lot of friends chats anymore. He says, not really. I don't really like chats, to be honest, because sometimes people tend to ask me a lot of questions, and it's true. Even before he got rank 1 and he was hanging out in my friend's chat, a lot of people were just asking him non-stop questions, and it was kind of ridiculous because it was the same question over and over, just stuff like that, but whatever. He says, I mostly talk in PM because I prefer to talk with one person at a time, and I said, fair enough. I'm asking him, is there anything else you would like to add? Closing statements and whatnot, because you gotta have closing statements, being this is the interview scape, obviously. Yeah, as you can see, guys, Suomi's a really nice guy. I've known him for years, and he's always been just super nice. He's never been mean. Probably one of my only friends that I've never ever seen really be mean to anybody. So I'm definitely glad to have him as a friend, and glad that he's our rank 1 and not somebody who's mean, unlike some people. What we won't name names. He said, well, if someone has more questions, they can PM me on here, on RuneScape, or on YouTube, but don't get annoyed if I don't answer as soon as possible, because sometimes I get so many PMs that I can't answer them all. And, yeah, that's true. Obviously, like I said, I'll leave a link to his YouTube in the description. And also, thanks for the opportunity to do the interview with you. And I said, thank you for doing it with me. Helpful as always, hehe, because Suomi is always helpful whenever I ask him to do something. And I said, well, I think that's about it then. Sub to aribiterspar. Whoops, I deleted that. And he says, and I wish everyone good luck. Yeah, thanks for your time. And then he said, oh, and by the way, I love your vids, keep it up. And that's Suomi just being Mr. Nice Guy. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to click the annotation links on your screen to watch either my latest progress video or my latest pro skilling, canoning while runecrafting video. I'm trying to work on my outro screens now and whatnot, as well as get some copyright free music to put on these. So here's for my first outro screen practice with annotations and other links and stuff on it like that on a black screen, so I hope it doesn't look too horrible. Anyways guys, thank you for watching and I look forward to talking to you guys later.